You know, the more you read the expanded universe, the more you will get fascinated. And I think canon has a long ways to go. I love what canon is doing with some things, not so much with others, but you can clearly see the inspiration coming from the expanded universe. A lot of Legends material has been laid by the wayside. However, I agree with a lot of fans when we talk about headcanon because there's something to that. There's something to reading Legends material and actually being fascinated, especially with one Jedi, which the topic is about this particular Jedi, and what a pioneer and marvelous one she was. I don't think a lot of people appreciated her back in the day because she appeared in the movies as well as in the animated series, and that is Jedi Master Adi Gallia. In fact, Adi Gallia was a member of the Jedi High Council during the Clone Wars, and she in fact did wield a red lightsaber as a Jedi. This is what's kind of fascinating when it comes to other Jedi, the stigmatization of the red lightsaber. Would she be appreciated? Would she be accepted? Would she be even criticized? You can see the maverick Jedi already. You can see that out of the fold come these pioneer maverick Jedi that a lot of people love. And I do love Adi Gallia for this because me myself, I've always wanted to be different from the fold. At times we fail, we pick ourselves back up, but we never let anybody else tell us how to think or what to do. This is how I see Mace Windu and Adi Gallia. Mace Windu having a purple lightsaber, a very unique one within the Jedi Order, but Adi Gallia took it a step further than Mace Windu by wielding practically a red lightsaber. In reality, it's a crimson lightsaber, and what's kind of weird also is that the artists made it look red-orangish, and of course this is when we get into the canon thing with the new Ahsoka trailer where we saw what we supposed to be dark Jedi and Balon wielding these orange-red lightsabers. So at times we see Adi Gallia wielding an orange-red, but it's definitely a crimson type of lightsaber. It all depends on the artists, of course, and there is some reasons and some speculations also as to why she did this. Again, it goes beyond Mace Windu and the colors of their lightsabers because Adi Gallia not only wielded a kind of a red blade, but she also, her grip signified her stance deviated a lot from the Jedi norm. I wanted to tackle the entire Adi Gallia phenomenon from Legends material and also move on later in the video to canon 2 by talking about what these red lightsabers and former Jedi, even Jedi wielding them. Later on, we're going to talk about canon as well, but right now, I want to talk a lot about Adi Gallia because she is pretty impressive. Whenever we have a chance to talk about something unique and weird in Star Wars, we're gonna do it. And today, it's all about one particular Jedi that, for reasons unknown, decided to use a red crystal. Let's clarify one thing though, guys. This is Legends material. So back then, crystals were something that you forged for mostly on the planet Elum and sometimes on various other areas. With time, you developed a connection with the crystal spiritually. However, that didn't hinder on its color. Your alliance, whether it was light or dark, it didn't change the lightsaber color whatsoever. You couldn't bleed a crystal, right? If any of you guys have played KOTOR, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Knights of the Old Republic. In that game, you go around collecting everything and anything. Basically, if you guys wanted to insert a yellow crystal, your blade will be yellow, and same with other colors too. So in Legends, the Jedi that used a crimson red blade was Adi Gallia. This can clearly be seen here with Master Gallia standing together with Siri Tashi, her student. She is definitely wielding a red blade. Now, let's talk a little bit about Gallia. As a revered Jedi Master in the Jedi High Council, Gallia was naturally an exceptionally skilled member of the Order, and most importantly, she completed several notable assignments during her service to the galaxy and the Jedi Order. But during this time is where the red blade comes in. Gallia was a key player in the Stark Hyperspace War and served as chief negotiator during talks aimed at mending some ties between warring factions on Malastare. Now, it is during these times that a lot of comics featured Adi Gallia, and what we can clearly see is her wielding a red lightsaber. One of these comics, if you guys want to read it, is Star Wars Republic Emissaries of Malastare. So, like all Jedi, Master Gallia was taught the ways of lightsaber combat and the uses of the Force from a child to adulthood. But during her studies, something weird happened. Master Gallia chose to adopt a reverse one-handed grip when wielding the blade. So even the handle was not Jedi proper, giving her the ability to counter attacks with long, wide swings and strikes, and most importantly, for reasons unknown, she originally chose an unusual color for her lightsaber crystal to power her blade, and that was, as we said before, crimson red. That red stone for a lot of Jedi had strong associations with the ancient Dark Lords of the Sith and the red blades that they wielded. So you can say that some Jedi were definitely weirded out by her choice. However, what you have to remember is the Sith had been extinct for millennia at that time, or at least that's what they believed. Immediately following the discovery of the Sith with Darth Maul and the rising tensions in the Galactic Senate, Master Gallia replaced her red crystal in her saber's hilt with a traditional blue crystal, a crystal that was associated with the Jedi Guardians, and that's why we see her wield a blue lightsaber in the Clone Wars series. It's an original idea that might have been really interesting to explore as the years went on. My problem with it is that they have never really explored it in live action or animated form, whatever the case. The only instance of crystal bleeding that was seen was, as I said earlier, in the Darth Vader issue number 5 that came out in 2017, guys, and that was one of the only times that was explored. A couple of times in the novels, but as we've seen, the comics and novels are not really reliable when it comes to canon. We have still yet to see somebody do that in live action for it actually to be kind of confirmed to be canon. You cannot outrun from it anymore, and I would love to see that implemented in some sort of a live action series or movie. That would be spectacular. Alrighty guys, let me know what do you think down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.